Hey, it's Clay Trader at claytrader.com. In this video, I want to talk about a statistic that I'm sure you've heard. If you haven't, then it's only a matter of time. And that's just simply that most traders fail. And it is true. Most traders, they want to do it. They have ambitions and all that, but they fail. However, it's not really rocket science on why it's the case. Yet, it still happens over and over again. And I've been thinking, how can I try to put this into a picture, put this into an image where maybe it'll stick with you and let you know the importance of this concept that I'm about to talk about. So again, my premise, my theory is if people would just put into practice what I'm going to preach in this video, and granted it's much easier said than done because it does take willpower, it does take effort, then those trading statistics would rise that much more. Because like I said, it's not rocket science, it's not like it's some hidden mystery why most traders fail, but they fail to do just some of these simple things. So with this, I want you to put on your imagination cap, and I want you to imagine that I transform into a builder, I knock on your door, and then this is going to be the following conversation. Hey, my name is Clay Trader. I'm here to build your house. Before you shut the door in my face, just let me explain a little bit more things about me. I haven't gone to construction school. I haven't, learned anything. But don't worry, I've read some stuff on the internet, some random blog articles, watch some random videos, so I'm good to build your house. This blindfold, yeah, don't worry about that. I don't really need vision to succeed in building your house. Oh, this right here, is this my blueprint? No, this is my lunch menu. This is what I'm gonna have for lunch. Where are my tools? What kind of question is that? I got a tool belt, that's good. I don't need any tools to build your house. So ask yourself, would you hire a contractor that showed up and gave you that sales pitch? They can't see anything. They admit that they've never been to construction school or have any experience other than random blog articles, random videos from who knows where. You think they have a blueprint with you, yet you find out, oh, it's just their lunch menu of where they're going to buy carry out, and they don't have any tools. How much confidence would you put in them in terms of succeeding in building your house? A house, I'm not saying some little shanty, a legitimate house. Do you think the odds, do you think the statistics of that is very good? Of course not. All right, so you just met Clay Trader, the contractor, and yes, I know it was silly, probably to the point of being dumb and stupid, but that's what so many people do as traders. That's what I did as a trader. You show up, you decide, you know what, I have an online brokerage. And like Clay Trader, the contractor said, hey, I have a tool belt, but I don't need any tools. That's what an online brokerage is for so many people. They trick themselves into thinking they're all of a sudden a contractor, they're all of a sudden a trader because they sign up for a brokerage account. They have a tool belt, but there's nothing in it. Maybe there's a piece of paper in it, but that's just the lunch menu. It's not like it's an actual blueprint or plan for anything. And when it shows up like that as a contractor, and then you show up like that as a trader, is it shocking that most people fail? Absolutely not. So what I want to talk about here is just go over the trader's tool belt. What sort of things should be in your tool belt as a trader? Now again, not saying any of this is rocket science. However, sometimes I feel like it is because so many people, they only have bits or pieces. And as crazy as it sounds, some people literally only have the tool belt. They sign up for an online brokerage and just like that, they start putting money on the line. And it's just, if I'm being honest, that was basically me. I don't know what I was thinking, but luckily I did admit to myself, wow, I look like a fool. I am a fool for doing it this way. So what is in a trader's tool belt? The first thing is just simply a plan or a blueprint. Not a lunch menu, not a carry-out menu, nothing like that, a plan or a blueprint. As a builder, you got to know what you're doing, what you're supposed to be building, what you're trying to execute. As a trader, you need a plan. You need to know how you're going to approach a trade. Does the trade even look good? All that stuff. How are you going to get from point A to B? With a plan, you also need education. I don't know about you, but I could stare at a blueprint and I would have no idea what it really means. Why is that the case? Because I have no education in the construction field. Just because you have a plan as a trader saying, okay, I want to do this, I want to do that, I want to make X amount per week, or I want to, get X amount of yield on my portfolio. Yeah, that's good. You should have plans. You should have things like that. No problem at all. But just because you have a plan doesn't mean you know how to execute it. Just because I can look at a blueprint and have a blueprint in my hand doesn't mean that I'm going to be able to go and build a house. So education, crucial, crucial, crucial. Without education, really everything falls apart because you just don't know how to read the blueprint, you don't know how to use your tools. So what are some of these tools? Well, before we even get to the tools, let's talk about paper trading. If you do not know what paper trading is, I'd encourage you to click on the box that you see right now popping up on the screen. That is a video that I've done on how to properly do paper trading. But in a nutshell, paper trading is just a way for you to test things out, learn things without putting any money on the line. So sure, you're not going to make any money, but you're not going to lose any money either. Everything is done on paper, and it's a great way. So many people skip over paper trading, and I understand why. I was there, I did it too. You get excited, I'm ready to make some money. You know, the funds are now in my trading account. Let's go, let's go, let's go. And you don't do any paper trading, and then you start to, learn on the job. But learning on the job and trading costs you, and it can cost you a lot of money. So paper trading also helps with crucial tools. First tool being charts. Now, I can't sit here and say that you absolutely, with all certainty, have to use charts, but for me, they're a great tool to eliminate emotion. When I first got started, emotion just wrecked my life. I would get way too emotional about everything. I would stress. It was just a disaster. But charts, technical analysis, same thing. That's what helped me with that. Crucial tool within a trader tool belt. But again, it goes back to education and paper trading. Charts are going to mean very little without any understanding of them or testing of them out. Remember, paper trading is what allows you to test things out. Lets you see how things react with how you're using those tools. Another crucial tool, level 2. I had a blindfold on. That's representing how so many traders trade without level 2. If you're not sure what that is, lots of information out there. But level 2 is literally, without those, you are trading blind. I'll just leave it at that because there's a lot more to it. But level 2 is let you see more into the market, and yet I want you to picture it. Traders that aren't using level 2 are literally just walking around with a blindfold on. And obviously a contractor that shows up with a blindfold on, very small odds that they're ever going to have any sort of true success. And then finally, and most importantly, you need a risk management, and I'm going to spell this all out because it is important, system in place. Risk management system, that's pretty loaded. There's a lot to it, so I'm just going to leave it at that. But if you're not managing risk as a trader, as with anything in life, if you're not managing risk, then you're going to get yourself in trouble. Life is all about risk management. Trading is especially about risk management. And if you don't have a risk management system in your tool belt, you're going to be up a creek without a paddle quicker than you would like. And it's not an if statement. It's just a matter of when. When is it going to happen? So trader tool belt. Are these things in your tool belt? Do you have a plan? Do you know how to read the plan because you've educated? Are you testing out these tools because you're paper trading? Or are you just getting educated and saying, all right, I understand the theory of things, I understand, but for the practical practice, I'm just going to start to put my money on the line right away. Or are you going to paper trade? These are the key things that need to be addressed and need to be in your trader tool belt. So get those in there. And it's not one of these things, well, I'll do that, but I'm going to leave that out. No, all these things need to be in place. If any of these are missing, then you're just going to become another statistic that fails as a trader. And it's really not that shocking. So picture that clay trader, the contractor, showing up at your door, looking like I did and giving you a sales pitch of, hey, I want to build your house. You would never in a million years allow that to happen because of all the things. Your mind would automatically say, remember, life is all about managing risk. Your life would say, wow, there is a super high risk right now that this clown, this yo-yo, has absolutely no chance at successfully building a house. Just like that, you would know it. So picture yourself as that contractor. Do you look like clay trader the contractor, or do you look like a well-prepared contractor that shows up, hey, here's the blueprint, here's all my tools, there's no blindfold on, yes, I've gone to construction school, yes, I've passed all the licensing tests. You're going to feel more comfortable with somebody like that. So envision yourself as that trader, and I think that's going to bring a lot more light to what your current situation is. So hopefully you learned everything. I know I got a little goofy and silly, but there was a method to the madness. I just want that image to stick in your head because there's so many people out there that run around and are looking like clay trader the contractor, including myself when I first got started. Like I said, I tricked myself into thinking that just a tool belt was all I needed because I had my online broker. So don't be like me. When I first got started, make sure you are well equipped. If you enjoyed this video, a couple things I want you to do. If you're watching this on YouTube, please click the like button down below. If you're watching this on claytrader.com, please click the share button up above. Little clicks like that really do go a long way. So give it a click. Please leave your comments. I love to hear from everybody and interact with the community or people that are just kind of passing through. So please do that. Thank you for watching, and remember, trade without emotion.